Hello everybody, and welcome to my floss tube number 27. My name's Sabrina and my channel name is Lady Marmalade in Stitches, and on this very warm but windy day, spring is quite often very windy here in Melbourne. It just comes with the season. It's just like never fails to be a windy 2 months. Usually it's 2 months of wind, constant wind, but the weather is heating up, which is great. Check out what you're rolling onto the camera, my darling. She's sitting down and she's rolling around and knocking the camera, but now she's sitting quietly, I hope, I don't know for how long, on my new mat that I purchased for my room. I'm loving my room. It's beautiful. It has a lovely atmosphere. I have a couple of crystals arranged in here because I love my crystals as well, and the energy that they give off. So it just has a beautiful harmonic, isn't it harmonic? It's just lovely. And yeah, it has inspired me. I don't know why, but it has inspired me to just want to stitch all the time. And wow, and I'm just loving it. I'm enjoying it so much. So I'd like to say a big thank you to all my returning subscribers, my supporters. You guys are just wonderful. And I'd also like to say thank you to all my new subscribers, which it has gone up quite a lot. Thanks to Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching, who did a gold shout out for my channel. Pam and Steph, well, everyone knows them. They are amazing. They have a great YouTube every week, and they produce great quality YouTubes without fail. And Pam just said some beautiful things about me. Thank you, Pam. It's like, wow, you guys to me are like top of the, not that there's a hierarchy, but you're just up there. So when you did mention my channel, I was really, really flattered and honored. So thank you so much. But I will leave a link down to Pam and Steph, Just Keep Stitching. Should you happen not to know who they are, I think you should, and I know that you will be really impressed by what they have to show. I'm just looking down at my notes because I never remember anything. Okay, so I've been away on vacation, which is why I'm filming a little bit later. We went away to a place called Phillip Island. Now, Phillip Island, and I've just written this down, it's south of Australia. So it's about an hour from Melbourne, and it is an island. Like, you've got to cross a bridge to get there. But it's beautiful. So you have a beautiful beach. So the caravan park where we were staying, you could just walk straight onto the beach. And you would have noticed that I've added photos in my introduction. So you've got photos of the beach, just beautiful. There's also a penguin parade here at Phillip Island, and it happens, I think, every night. It may be seasonal, I don't know, don't take my word on it. If you want more information, you may want to read up, but I've added some photos of the penguin and the penguin, we call it a penguin parade because they all come in at a certain time, and you see all these beautiful little penguins just come along. You have to be very quiet, there has to be no noise so that you don't startle them. And that they just feel like they're on the beach on their own. So that's something that is very important. Even though there's a lot of people, they are really good, and they do keep really quiet. And also on Phillip Island is like a koala wildlife. So you can actually go there and look at all the gorgeous fluffy koalas. They are beautiful. So I've added some photos of the koalas, which are actually at the Koala Wildlife Sanctuary. Great place. I've 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 been to the Koala Sanctuary, I've been to the Penguin Parade, it's really good. I've been to Phillip Island a few times. I just enjoy it, you know. It was very windy. I mean, at this time of the year, like I said, I think every day except for half a day, it was windy, always windy. So depending on the gust of the wind, it was okay to walk on the beach, or it might have been too windy, but that's okay. I got a bit of beach time, which I love. I love the water, I love the smell, I love everything about the beach. It's very therapeutic for me, and I know a lot of people will find it like that as well. So had a great time. So I came back, had a lot of chores, of course, a lot of washing, as you usually do. Got to clean up the caravan and everything, but that's cool. I'm good with that. Oh, there's also, actually I've got here, there's also seal watching in Phillip Island. So if that's something that attracts you, if you ever plan to come down to Phillip Island, or you live in Australia or close by, there's also seal watching available. So it's just something that I've noted. Alright, so that's basically what I've been doing. So I've been away, came back, I've gathered all my whips. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 whips, and I've got one new start, and I've got another cell, and this is because I spoke to Olga from P&W Stitching, so I'll tell you all about that. Yeah, she showed me, and it's like, oh my god, I just love the colours, beautiful colours. I thought, yep, I'm going to do it. I'll talk a bit more about that in just a moment. So that's just very, very broadly what I've done and what I've planned to do. So let's start with my new start, my cell new start. Like I said, it's from Barbarana, and it's called Spring Dreamer. I will put a photo here for you. You just need to go to her Ko-fi, and you can follow the link to where the actual cell is available. It's not expensive. It's really, really worth it. And now I'm gonna have to, I wrote this in green, and I don't know why, because I love to use my colourful pens, I suppose. See, I can see now. Okay. So Spring Dreamer, now it's 61 by 82, so there's going to be one for each season. You can choose to stitch it on its own, or you can stitch it in one large fabric. And when I was talking to Olga, she's going to stitch it on one large fabric, so I might copy you, Olga. Yep, because I think it's a good idea. So I need to see what I have with regards to fabric. So it's either going to be a linen or it's going to be an 8/0, because it needs to be big enough. So that's my plan, is to do that cell. I haven't done a cell for a while, so I think it was about time that I did a cell. Don't you think? I think so. So new start. I decided to start this one here by Nora Corbett, and it's called Floral Dreamer NC340. Quite a few people have stitched this. I started it on a 28 count raw, I think it's a raw linen, just a raw linen, nothing exciting. So I'm gonna have to bring it really close up. That's a Karen Water Lily that really like colour. So when choosing it, yeah, I know, I kind of should have gone for a darker colour, but it's okay. I'm going to outline. Here we go. I'm going to outline all of that, which is perfectly fine, because it's just a blanket. It's like a blanket falling down, so it's fine just to have a not a strong dark color, but a color that is visible. And I'm just going to outline all of it, and it's going to come up fantastic. Let me just put that yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, because I am working off a paper chart, I am a wee bit slower with this one. I might see if I can twist someone's hand to provide me with a saga file. That would be really helpful because that would make it a lot quicker. So I'm going to just pop these off. So I have I'm always dropping something. I have all of the DMC. I have the Karen water lilies, and there are beads as well. I don't have the beads here with me because I will just pull the beads. Do I have the beads? Oh, am I lying? I am lying. Oh, yes, I have the beads. So, that's one of them. And there's that one there, nice red colour. So outlining the blanket will be fine because some of that light coloured Karen water lily is actually surrounded by other darker colours. So it's really just the outside of the blanket where it will need a bit of outlining just so you can see it. And I'm fine. I'm not going to change the fabric. I should have gone with something a bit darker, but there's no way I'm going to restart that. Excuse me. When you can just, when it's an easy fix, it is an easy fix. Isn't that lovely? I look forward to it. So I decided to start at the bottom. I'll just keep working my way up. Once the laid is done, then I will do that kind of, I don't know what you call it, that floral bit over there. I am just going to pop everything away as best I can because when you're filming, you get a really big mess. A big mess. Alright, I'm just going to need to, because it's windy, hay fever season has started and it's not nice, but that's okay. I've got the window shining on my face, the window up there. Oh well. Alright, moving on. The next whip is, let me take this out of the bag because there's a bit of a glare today. And what I might do actually, I'm going to pop the light on. So I'm not going to switch the camera on. I'm just going to step up and I'm going to turn the light on. I didn't realise how dark it was. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, that's good. Inspired by nature, quaint rose needle arts. Love this one. Having so much fun with this one. I decided this past month to concentrate more on my whips to try and get as much as I possibly can on them. And I stitched on this whilst Doll was away. I'm going to bring it up closer in a moment. So what I did is I stitched the flower, I stitched the bees. This huge beehive took forever, but I finished it and I've bought the border down. So I'm going to bring it up really close and I hope it is close enough for you to see without me moving so much. So that's what I've done. Isn't that gorgeous? So there's another flower here and yeah, so another similar to that flower there and one at the bottom, as you can see. And then I'm thinking I might continue on this side and bring this down to the next part. That's coming up so beautifully. And if you want to see it completed, head over to Olga. Olga completed it in the month of January. So if you go to her January Flosstube, and I'll be leaving links below, you will see this completed. It's beautiful. Her fabric is different to mine, but still beautiful. She chose a nice fabric. I'm using all the called for threads, and if you're wondering what the fabric is, now the woodland pine, which is that one there, all right, woodland pine by No. 12 Stitch Co, and that lighter one is Bondi by No. 12 Stitch Co. Okay, I'll pop this away so we don't have as much as a mess, and I can tidy up a lot easier. And I'm sorry about the zipper. I do apologise. I should probably not zip them. Okay. The next one is, I'm just going to stand this up for a moment. I'm having so much fun with this one. I'm loving this. I might just pop my glasses on so I can read the card. Oh, Quaint Rose Needle Arts. I did have a card here. I started it on the 1st of January. That's right. It was a New Year's New Start with Olga. So, Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas. Loving this one. I'm hoping with a couple of stitches session, maybe 2 or 3 at the most, I will have this finished. And I will have it framed because I love it. I want it up on my wall. I fill my wall up. I don't frame everything I have. So, started this in December of 2024 using all the called for threads, and it's on a 32 count linen called French Pear by No. 12 Stitch Co. So, pop this behind. I'm not taking it out of the frame, however, what I did was I had stitched that. I did all of that. I did that. I stitched all of the house. I brought this border over and up. So that was probably about 3-4 days of stitching. I'm a slow stitcher, I'm not very fast. And that's where I'm up to. And really not much left. There's not much to the border. The border doesn't take much. As you can, sorry about the glare. So what I will do is I will do the bobbin, complete the border, and then work my way along there. And then it's basically finished. And I'm really enjoying this one too. Having a lot of fun with this. Using all the called for threads, like I said, and it's really windy today. It's kind of spitting off and on. It's a weird day with weather. Now with the threads, it's a combination of Classic Colour Works and Weeks Dye Works, and that's it there. Lovely colour, nice colour palette. And of course I've dropped something. So let me just pop this away really quickly, and I'll pop the card away too. And my dog's lying quietly in her bed so far. All right, the next one. I've had some great progress on this one. Yeah, I need to take it out. There's just a bit of glare today. So, is Siddlewick Green by Rosewood Manor. Oh my God, I'm going to talk today. Isn't it lovely? Yeah, really enjoying this one. Wanted to get some really good progress. If you go to Rosie in the Rockies, she's made some great progress on this one, and hers, and she's chosen a different fabric. So now this fabric, I thought I may have had the name for it. It's by Paddock Lane Designs. I can tell you that much. Paddock Lane Designs. I can't remember the name. But if you really want to know, just send me a message and I'm happy to find out for you. Now, I was up to, the tree had just some of these blue round flowers. That was it. So I finished the tree. The tree continues up, but that's on the next page, so I've stopped it there. That was stitched. I finished that. I've done all of that. I've started on the house. I've stitched those, and I need to bring that fill in dark blue as well. So I've made some good progress. So once I've done the house, then I can move the Q-snap over and complete the other half of it. Really happy with that, and happy with my choice in fabric as well. And I made some changes with the threads. So I did purchase some threads because I had a look at the pattern, and there was some which I didn't want to change, but some that I could. So there's a bit of a mishmash. So DMC 762 I will also complete, the house is done in that, and all the alphabet. I've decided to use some DMC. I chose the Peony is a cottage garden thread called Mill Rose, which is just beautiful. And yeah, more DMC. So I've kind of changed, you know, used a bit of both. I used this one as well, which is from Cottage Garden Threads, which is called Ruby. And the rest, I think, except for Classic Colourworks Apple Fritter, I also substituted. So that's kind of, I'm going to just, actually I'm bring it this way, you'll be able to see everything a lot better. So they're the colours that I'll be using. Beautiful, aren't they? And I look so good on the fabric. Really happy with that. Okay, I'm going to just pop this away and move on to the next whip. So the next one is the Book of Fungi Cell. Now I started this towards the end of the Fungi Cell. I'm just doing this on my own, at my own pace. So I am now up to, I have got 3 more squares to do. So I completed this page here, so I decided to go with the diagram of the fungi or fungus or mushroom, whatever you call it. And that was not as easy as you think. It's a bit tricky with the back stitching. There's a lot of back stitching, but that was okay. So I'll move on to the next one. So there are 3 squares left, and I'll do another square this month. And once it's finished, then I can actually bring the book together and it'll be completed. It's amazing, you just do one bit at a time, and you know, you always end up achieving so much more than you think. So I'm just going to pop this away as well. Okay. My next work, I love this one. Blackbird design. This is a really hard one to find, and it can be expensive. Peace on Earth, but I really wanted it. It's beautiful. I just love the colours and everything. I'll pop this on the board. So I'll continue on this. Now the fabric that I'm using is, I know I've written it down somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. it's, you know, the name eludes me now. The name of the dyer. Yeah, it eludes me. Once again, if you would like to know any details about anything, I thought I had it written down, but obviously I haven't. So I'm just continuing along here. So, and I'll just continue. It's just like a circle. I have a frame for it already. I think it looks really nice on this fabric. Just bring it up a bit closer for you. It's beautiful. I enjoy this very much, and I love the fact that it's just a limited palette. I have changed one of the, maybe one or two of the threads. Still kind of keeping in with the same theme of colour, but still beautiful. So I'll continue with this. I hope to reach, maybe complete it up to here would be good, or more. We'll see. We'll see how I go. And yeah, I have a nice round black frame, and it'll go up. Once I put it up, I will take a photo of all the cross stitch that I have in my black round frames. They're kind of all together in one section of the wall, and it's looking really good. People are actually really noticing it because it's in the main living room. So yeah, really happy with that. I'm really enjoying that. The next WIP that I worked on is Carolyn Manning Water Magic. Now I have just finished this one here, so I've done those three, and then I'll come on. I'm doing one block each month. Now I found the sticker for the fabric, and it's just a 28. No, it's not. Because it's not cashel. No, that's not it. No, I don't have it. Oh no, it's here. Okay. It's an 18 count Ada by Chromatic Alchemy, who are no longer trading, and it's called Kyone. I used to buy quite a bit of fabric from them, but unfortunately she's closed up her business. But she has dyed some. I still have some of her fabrics that I haven't used. I really love. I used to love how she used to do it. Okay, so we're here. So I bought the border over, and I completed this one here. Lovely colours, love blues. It's all done in sulkies. I have 4 of these that I'm going to do, and I have the sulkies. I've purchased the sulkies for all of them, so I know, no, that's not going to fit in the bag, that's okay. So I know that I don't have to worry about buying them, and I just keep them in this Tupperware container, and they're all the colours. Oh, they have been thrown around, they're all messed up. They're usually nice and neat. That's for all the ones that I have plans to do. So all of the sulkies, beautiful. Love those threads, love stitching with one thread. And the last one I have, and I feel I made some good progress on this as well, and it's called Blue Rhapsody. Now it's by Rosewood Manor. I started this on the 7th of March of this year. I'm using DMC 939 and 930, and I'm stitching this on 16 count Ada, which is called Ancient by Picture This Plus. I'll pop this up on the board. Yeah, I felt I made some good progress on this. See, sometimes you just want kind of an easy stitch, and like when there's a limited palette, it does make it makes it so much easier for your brain. And this is just perfect. Yeah, this is lovely. Love the fabric. So that's where I'm up to now. I bought this down, and then I went across. I had stitched the J, so I brought this across here. So there and there, and I filled in the J and I filled in the letters as well. That was already there. So I'm thinking I might actually start back here and join this up and just continue along there. That's my plan. That's really lovely. And it's good to be able to stitch on Ada, because Ada is so much easier to see, and I don't have to wear my magnifiers. I can just wear my normal specs and see it quite well. So I think I've done well. Like I said, I concentrated on the whips, and I stitched on them for a little bit longer, and because I wanted to see some really good progress on them, and I feel like that's what I achieved. So that's it there. Okay, so I have made a few acquisitions, and from cross stitch, stash, unload, just a few, not many. So the first one is called Curly Girl Designs, and it's called Living with the Questions. It's just a little kit. And I thought, oh, that is so nice. It's a bit like a mill heel kit. You've got your beads, you've got your threads and everything, and you just need to choose the fabric. I really like that. And I'm going to read the quotation in there. It says, "We do not need to have all the answers. There is a lot of living to be done in the questions." Now, I thought that was really nice. So that bit's beautiful. I also purchased, no, that's okay. I can take that off, sorry. You don't need to see the price. This is Cuore Batticuore, and it's called Needlework Village, and I just love that. Look at that. And that can go with my other needlework one, and I can have them side by side. Different designs, but still all about needlework. Isn't that gorgeous? How big is this? 270 by 170. Yeah, this is going to look so good. I really like that. That's beautiful. So I bought that, and I just saw this on Stash Unload. I thought, okay, I actually don't mind that. I'm not going to stitch all the fairies, but there are a couple of fairies in there I thought were really pretty. I'm not a real fairy girl, however, do they have any in colour that I can show you? Yes, they do. That's another one. Very old-fashioned, like really 80s style. There's that one there. That one, I do like that one. That might be one that I stitch. Oh, this one's nice too. I like that one. There's that one there. So there were a couple that I thought were really nice, and then there's this one here at the back. Now I'm just curious, by Barbara Batts, and I'm just curious to see when this was published. 1993, a year after my son was born. It's published by Cooler Design Studios. And they've also added for Australian embroiders. That's really cool. A conversion. That was really, really considerate. So yeah, just a lovely book. When I have a desire to stitch a fairy, I just like that, and it was well priced as well. So I think that's all I have to say. Yeah, there's not much more. I will be back in a month's time. A month from today. I just not really aligning it with the end of the month, but I don't think it matters. We're just going to do a month as is, whether it's part of the 1 month, part of the next month, it doesn't matter. that is all I need. I think that's all I have to say. I'm just going to keep stitching on. These seem to be my preferred whips. I'm going to start that new Barbara Anna cell, so you'll see some of that stitched up, and yeah, whatever else I feel like stitching on in this amazing room. It's just, yeah, I'm blessed to have this room. I really am. So thank you for watching my YouTube. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate you all. I hope you have a beautiful, safe, loving time until I see you next time. Bye.